was a Stars original series. I wish they had like the original cover because I feel like this is a little tacky, but it's okay. I actually was not planning on getting this at all, but I actually like started talking to this random guy like in the bookstore, and he was talking about how he started reading this and he loved it, and I was like, you know what? This is a sign. I'm gonna go get it. And he was like, oh yeah, I saw it over there, and he like go grabbed it, and I was like, okay, yeah, I definitely have to buy this now. I've heard of this before, but I know absolutely nothing about it. American gods. If any of you guys have read like any of the books in this haul, please let me know. And your thoughts. Okay, let's read the back. Locked behind bars for 3 years, Shadow did his time quietly waiting for the day he could return to Eagle Point, Indiana. A man no longer scared of what tomorrow might bring. All he wanted was to be with Laura, the wife he had deeply loved, and to start a new life. But just days before his release, Laura and Shadow's best friend are killed in an accident. But with his life in pieces and nothing to keep him tethered, Shadow accepts a job from a becooling stranger he meets on the way home, an enigmatic man who calls himself Mr. Wednesday, a trickster and a rogue. Wednesday seems to know more about Shadow than Shadow does himself. Life as Wednesday's bodyguard, driver, and errand boy is far more interesting and dangerous than Shadow ever imagined. Soon Shadow learns that the past never dies, and that beneath the placid surface of everyday life a storm is brewing, an epic war for the very soul of America, and that he is standing squarely in its path. I feel like that's so vague. So vague, and also I can't believe his name is Shadow. That's gray. That's a little gray. Just a tad bit gray. Okay. The next book is, I'm actually so excited that I found this. I actually went in there like looking for this, and I can't believe I found it. And this is. You might think it's a manga from the way it looks, but it's not. It's a book. It's called Royale, and it was written in Japanese originally. The back of this book makes such weird sounds. Anyway, it was written in Japanese originally, and of course this is translated into English. It's pretty thick. Now, I feel like this was the Hunger Games before the Hunger Games, and with like less societal commentary, and of course less famous, because it has like a similar premise, but this was written before, so I find that pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. That's the reason why I picked it up. As you can see, it's pretty gory from the cover. So, let's see. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce his name because I'm gonna butcher it, so insert authors' names. Notorious high-octane thriller is based on an irresistible premise. A class of junior high school students are taken to a deserted island where, as a part of a ruthless authoritarian program, they are provided arms and forced to kill one another until only one survivor is left standing. The victor. Criticized as violent exploitation when first published in Japan, where it then proceeded to become a runaway bestseller, Battle Royale is a Lord of the Flies for the 21st century. I'm very surprised at the length of this. I'm excited to see what the author did to make it so long. guys know the artist Ethel Cain, but I've been like obsessed with her recently, and she always talks about Flannery O'Connor, so I was like, bet I'm gonna see. Flannery O'Connor, usually, I know that she wrote a lot of like short stories. I think these are her only 2 full-length novels. I might be wrong though. I know her most famous short story is A Good Man Is Hard to Find, which I haven't read actually. I haven't read anything of hers yet. My friend read this and said she loved it, so we'll see. Why is Blood? Flannery O'Connor's astonishing and haunting first novel is a classic of 21st century literature. It is a story of Hazel Motes, a 22-year-old caught in an unending struggle against his inborn desperate fate. He falls under the spell of a blind street preacher named Asa Hawks and his degenerate 15-year-old daughter, Sabbath Lily, in an ironic, malicious gesture of his own not faith and to prove himself a greater cynic than Hawks. Hazel Motes